Okay, this is a message for Sagittarius. What are the good things coming towards Sagittarius? What are some good things that are coming towards Sag or whoever's watching? Okay, it says gambling, but it came out reverse. Don't risk too much, okay? So if you've been thinking about gambling, they're telling you don't do that right now. If you do, don't risk too much, okay? It says perfect fit. Finding the right path, the fit with the soul, the ideal job. You were meant to be here. Okay, so some of you guys are finding a good job. And then it says wisdom. Insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. That always reminds me of the seers. Yeah, and then this came out with it. Spiritual work. You are a light worker. Your career is to heal the human heart. So a lot of you guys are like a perfect fit for spiritual work. Makes sense. Sagittarius is 9th house. And then it says partnership. Joining forces with business partners for win-win cooperation. Prioritize your connections. Okay, so some of you guys are coming into partnership with people. And then it says mind power. Use your intelligence, analyze data, logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. Okay, so there's something here about how like you guys are highly intuitive, highly intelligent. That's going to help you. And then it says sweet success. It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. Okay. So you guys are getting what you want. You have to put the brain power behind it though, okay? And then it says do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. Plan where you want to be. Okay, you're on the right direction. Don't get distracted. And then it says investments. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. Invest wisely. And then we have duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. Don't lose your vigilance. So this also is a reminder of like dual personalities too. You know, like people can be of two minds, so just be aware of that. And then it says wellness. Ensure your body is nourished. Join a gym. Regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. So you could also be like very busy. Like you could be getting into partnerships financially or investing in something. But they want you to have like a duality to this. Like to remember there's spiritual world, but there's also the physical. So they also want you to stay grounded. And then it says independence. Manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. Don't depend on others. Yeah. There's also something here about needing to like don't invest your finances in what somebody else. Stay independent. Like, so if you are starting a business or thinking about going into business with somebody, make sure that that money is, you know, for you, not for the other. And then it says reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. Shedding. Yeah, like you are somebody who needs to set your sights higher. Okay. You also could have shed some snakes. Okay. And then it says bright ideas. Having an innovative new inspiration. Test new ideas and break out fast. Take action on your ideas. Yeah, it's like shedding the old. And Spirit's also giving you like new ideas. And then it says power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. And then new beginnings. You will start a new job and life. Clean sweep over. Hit the reset button. And then flexibility. Adapt slowly by using versatility. Compromise, adapt, change. Be flexible in your methods. And then it says star power. Becoming an influencer of the company and earn fame, popularity, step into the spotlight. Yeah, a lot of you guys are meant to be seen. This comes out in your readings quite a bit. Okay? So if you've been thinking about starting something, do that. And then it says, money matters and fruits of labor. It is time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gain is here. Invest your money wisely. Yeah, so a lot of you are fixing to have this financial windfall, or you know, it's from work that you've done too, And they're telling you to make sure you invest this money wisely. I can see it throughout the cards that have come out. There's something about making sure you invest your money wisely. So, but it's not change, okay? Like when they're telling you to invest your money wisely, you got some type of big money coming, okay? Okay, what else good is coming towards Sagittarius or whoever is watching? Okay, we have come to the edge. So again, there's something about needing to take a leap of faith. And then it says breathe. So prayer work. Make sure you're doing your prayer work, spiritual cleansing. And then to the sea, but it's in the reverse. So you not, like you being in your emotions or anything like that, you need to make sure you're doing your spiritual work. That'll help you stay out of that like stagnant emotional type energy. And then look, everything you've imagined is it's gonna turn out far greater than you imagined. That magic card talks about like making a dream board too. Okay, damn, land of milk and honey. And then the why reverse. So there was a point where you like really didn't know why things happened the way that they did, but now you're coming into the awareness of why every single thing that didn't work out, why it didn't play out like that, like how you wanted it to, because you were meant to be somewhere else, somewhere very prosperous. Yeah, look, and then it says time for a nap, but it's in the reverse. So it's time to get going. It's time to do what they've been telling you to do. And then a fork in a road, making a choice. Yeah, to fates. You're headed to the fates here. Okay. And then we have community and thinker. So a lot of you guys overthink a lot, but their spirit is also going to bring other people to come in and work with you. Okay, this is fated. And then we have not for you, but it's in the reverse. So there can also be something that you think isn't for you, but it actually is. It's actually going to turn out far greater than you like expected here. Yeah, look, Treasure Island and chopped wood. And then go the distance. So it just takes off. It's like when you get things out of your, so first the Treasure Island, that's a slow moving energy with the turtle, and then all of a sudden you get rid of like things that are stagnant with this broom energy. You chop shit out of your life, okay, and then all of a sudden you go the distance, like you go slow and then boom, you take off. Okay, so there's something about that, how like things are gonna speed up. Yeah, and then we're poised. It says poise. You're on top of this pedestal. Yeah, and see, that's exactly why you like mending reverse. They're telling you not to go back to the past. People who did you dirty, shit like that, they're watching you. There's people who are observing you, watching you, because you do have so much good coming towards you. Okay, and they see that. They see that you have a lot of good, and so they're stalking you, watching you, and they feel like they have unfinished business with you. But that's because they see you doing well. Yeah, and then we have to be fair and a deep knowing. Like, you know instinctively, because you're the seer energy, that things are about to turn out in your favor here. You also know that people are getting hit with karma. Yeah, look, everything's in divine timing. Everything is working out just like it's supposed to. And then we have exchanging gifts, blessed. If you're thinking about creating some type of side hustle or business or something like that, do it, because you'll be very financially blessed. But I just heard too, make sure it's in alignment with what spirit wants you to do, or they'll shut the door. So meaning, pray. You see that breathe card? That's prayer. You need to be praying that what it is you're thinking of creating is something that like spirit would be proud of, like, or that God would be proud of. Okay, because not all hustles are good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but whatever this is, I see you being very blessed. And it's because you listen to your intuition. Yeah, you're co-creating with God, your ancestors, and there's other people that spirit's bringing also to that you're going to co-create with. Yeah, and they want you to focus on the here and now. Okay, and build what's working in your life right now. Not in the past, not in the future, here, right now. Okay, you're building something. You're going to be very successful at whatever it is that you build. But you need to start doing it right now. Like, don't sit there and say, oh, well, I'll start it a year from now or whatever. No, you need to do it now. And there's people who feel orphaned that want to come and clean things up with you, but it's only because they're getting hit with that karma and they see you're doing really well. I also see there's somebody here who is being sent in your life, or could already be in your life, that was put there by a higher power that's loyal to you. So that could be love, that could be business, that could be friends, or whatever, but you have loyal energies around you. But this mending in reverse is, they keep repeating the message of don't mend things with people from the past who like are only coming back because they see you doing well. They see you've moved on, you're doing really well for yourself, or you're about to be if you haven't seen it yet, okay? Let me really use some numbers. So we have 9. Look at that, 911. Yeah, you have the evil eye on you. Not surprised. I've been seeing that in your readings. So the 911 is the evil eye, but it's also like a tower. So somebody could be going through a tower. I see you closing out cycles with people who are deceptive. And then with the 11 and 7, there's a doorway here. You have like a vision of some type of knowledge you're supposed to go through. And then with the 1 and the 2, you're coming together to work with somebody that you'll work really well with. Okay. I really want to focus on the positive, like what good is coming, but that 911 is there, and it really makes me like curious as to, I know it's the evil eye energy, but let me just get a few of these cards. Yeah, shocking, surprise, unexpected. Okay. So there is something that could be shocking, main, female, attractive, alluring. So you could be getting this message. And then financial blockages, but in the reverse. So some of you guys could be getting news that somebody was trying to block your finances, like whether they were trying to hack into an account, something like that. Somebody wanted to see you lose, but it doesn't work. Yeah, and then we have the collective, because you're on top. Like you get crowned by spirit here. Yeah, look, and then we have source. So God is blessing you. People who wanted to take from you can't, because your source comes from God. And then we have gossip, trash talk, lies, okay? So the people who are lying on you are going to get hit with that tower. And then candle magic in the reverse. So you had people who were sending, like I said, sending you negative energy. Whether they're, you got to understand, not everybody's out here doing actual freaking spell work, people. Like, they're just not. These are, when you gossip and you slander people, you are doing spell work. So when you're going out and you're just talking cash shit about people, and especially telling lies, that is spell work in itself. And that's exactly what somebody's doing. They were trying to block you, but they can't. And the reason that they can't is because you are of God. Like, everything you have has come from a higher power. Yeah, because look, you're an angel, you're a spirit guide, okay? Like, you're an earth angel. And then we have empowerment in reverse and Poise, toxic, harmful. Somebody wanted to take your power away, and they wanted to do it by being toxic towards you, or actually could have tried to make you sick or something, but it's not working because you are protected. Yeah, and this is somebody who is envious and insecure towards you. Contracts, illusionist, spiritual gift, chaos magic. You know, because you do have a spiritual gift, listening to your intuition, you got out of some type of obligation, contract, or something that would have caused a lot of like chaos in your life. So there is something about here in the near future, you know, you have all these really good things coming towards you, but you do have a, like, toxic narcissistic energies that want to come in and try to bind you to them. And then it says gains, increase, level up. There's literally money raining down on you. I don't know what's happening, but you guys are getting money. And then look, it says narcissist, I am never wrong. So this is that narcissistic energy as to why you're seeing that 911 number. Okay, and they could be targeting your work, job, or business, or maybe they work around you. Yeah, intent to harm. That's their plan. They don't like that you have creativity, okay, and they want to put you in a state of, like, fear. Yeah, role model. They also don't like that people like you. All of these just came out together. If you're in this happy gratitude energy, okay, you're not able to be emotionally manipulated. And then we have liar, bear exposure, and then Leo. These three came out. So there could be like a Leo that could be fixed to be exposed for being some type of liar, especially if they was lying on you, okay? And then we have lover. So this could have been your lover. Fortune, abundance, luck. Pisces in reverse. So there was also like a Leo energy that could have been dealing with a Pisces. And this is like a third party energy. They could have thought this person had some type of money and they find out they don't. And so they're projecting all this shit onto you. Because here you are, Sagittarius, optimistic, and then fearless. So you're like fearless. You don't give a shit about none of this, okay? And then they're projecting. So these are people who are projecting their bullshit onto you. Okay, but you have like I said, you have a lot of good. So I wouldn't really worry too much about none of this part. And then it says transition, rebirth, upgrade, and then gift, reward, incentive. Yeah, you're getting the gift of being upgraded. Okay, and this is causing a lot of evil eye jealousy on you, but who cares? So if you're wondering what that 911 is, it's just the evil eye from the haters. Okay, love you guys. We'll see you later.